Great work there. Well, after a week filled with those upper 90s, we were certainly sweating it out. We might see some lower temps. Chief Meteorologist Gene Norman also tracking some storms, of course, in the appropriately named Storm Track Weather Center, right?
That's right, Trent. Thankfully, tonight's storms were more of a light show than the damage that we saw from the past couple of rounds of storms. And what we're tracking is the storms we're seeing tonight winding down, followed by another round likely for tomorrow. But then, with the help of a cool front moving in on Tuesday, it'll actually get cooler by the middle of this week. Wait till you see what that forecast looks like. Meanwhile, we'll take a look at our radar. We put it into the 3D modes. You can see the lightning, vivid lightning, as we were no doubt looking from the north. You saw the flashes of lightning from downtown and elsewhere across central Alabama tonight. These storms have since weakened, but when they were first percolating around 8:30, looked like they were coming right for downtown. As I said before, they split into two, and in fact, the batch of storms that was over Walker County has really fizzled out. Nothing more than just some gentle rain falling from Clay back toward Gardendale. This will continue to slide down to the south. Should get to Center Point by 10:17, Birmingham by 10:24, and possibly 5 points south by 10:28. So some lawns are grateful to get a little bit of rain after yesterday's big storms. Today's took a little bit longer, and temperatures really didn't heat up very much. Only got to a high of 89 before the evening storms arrived. Now it's back to school tomorrow in Bessemer, Vestavia Hills, and a couple of other spots. When the kids are picked up at the bus stop, it'll be hazy and balmy, 74 on the way home. There may be a stray storm around with a high of 92 before those storms get going. It's a warm night right now and pretty muggy too, with temperatures mainly in the upper 70s. A lot of folks didn't see the rain. They may have seen the lightning in the sky, so it's been kind of a muggy night across central Alabama, and that moist air mass will be around to allow more storms to percolate tomorrow. Our Futurecast computer model shows whatever storms are around tonight will weaken. Then, in the early part of tomorrow, we may see a couple of showers off into East Alabama, but it'll be toward the afternoon, late afternoon, that I'm expecting the more substantial storms to develop off from the west and then move across town. So we'll be watching for that. And then after those move through, the front will arrive on Tuesday, give us one more chance of rain before the cooler weather arrives. Now also tomorrow, before the storms get going, it's going to be a humid day. We're tracking the feels-like temperature, the combination of the temperature and the humidity. It'll feel like it's 92 already at 11 o'clock, and look what happens by 3 o'clock. Yeah, a couple of triple digits showing up there, so it's going to be a scorcher of a day before the rain comes for us for tomorrow. Let's take a look at our forecast into the overnight. The storms that are out there now will weaken by midnight. Overnight lows around 74. Then tomorrow, hot and humid to start before the afternoon storms percolate with a high of 92. And you know I rate the next day's weather from 1 to 10. It's called the Norman number. We're going to park it up at a 7. And as we head toward the middle of the week, look what happens. The front comes through on Tuesday. We'll get a slight chance of rain early. But Wednesday, we clear out. The sun comes back out, 87 for a high, mid-60s to start today in the morning. And then we'll heat back up toward the end of the week. But I don't see upper 90s showing up on the forecast for a while. Hey, maybe up in the sky tonight, you may have seen the full moon. We call it the super moon because the moon is at the closest point to the Earth. That makes it 30% brighter and 14% bigger than other full moons. And this is the third super moon that we've had this year. We'll have one more on September 9th. So that means we've had 3 in a row, Trent. The next time that we'll have 3 in a row is in 2034. So enjoy.
Of course, we'll still be here doing the news here for you. Hey, I wanted to ask you, what does it say about us when we start to celebrate when we see a high of 87? I mean, that's how hot it's been, right?
I think it's great that we're going to get that cool down finally.
Thanks, buddy. See you in just a few minutes. Well, speaking